I've been fortunate to have somebody like Paige Pierce take me under her wing since I was an AM. I don't know why she did, but she saw something in me, and honestly, I don't think I would be where I am now if I hadn't had that support from somebody that's just so amazing and notable in our sport, telling me that she believes in me and that I can do this, and that she even thinks I could go on tour. So, she just told me that I'm capable of doing anything that I tell myself I can do.
A local pro back home, his name's Mike Robinson. He used to play disc golf quite frequently, but he took me under his wing when I first started playing and gave me a lot of lessons. And also some of my form is actually, you could even say, catered to his. So yeah, Mike Robinson from Quad Cities, Iowa.
A big mentor of mine was John Kirkland, and I think one of the biggest lessons that I took away from him was establishing a pre-shot routine. So doing the same thing every time before every shot, and it gives me a lot of comfort and structure, and I like those things.
I looked up to Steve Brinster a lot with his Brinster hop is something that I implemented into my game very early on and kind of stuck with me. Outside of that, I would probably look towards people like Johnny McRae as pretty big mentors. I got to play with him early on in my career. I don't know if he remembers it, but it was at a lowly C tier, B tier in Texas. And at that point, I saw what professionalism was, and I think what he's striving in my brain to do is continue to play and continue to be relevant and continue to get after it at such an old age. So that's who I'm looking up to, even to this day, of, all right, what can I do to keep playing this game, well into my older ages and continue to kill it? Because, Johnny McRae's, he's timeless.
Johnny McRae is one of my biggest mentors, and growing up in the Florida Tour, it was just keep fighting, don't ever give up. Just when you think you're done, just keep fighting.
Two of the people that have probably helped me the most are Chris Dickerson and Zach Melton. They're both from Tennessee, near where I live. They asked my sisters and dad and I if we wanted to play with them one of the first times we were at a course and we saw them, so that was pretty exciting.
I have a couple mentors, a couple that are indirect and a couple that were direct. One of the ones I had originally was the person who worked at my local pro shop. I would get dropped off there by my mom and just wait for somebody to come in, so we spent a lot of time hanging out, and he would tell me discs to try out on certain holes at my home course. And I only played my home course, which is a heavily wooded, tight, short course, for 2 years, the first 2 years I played disc golf. So for those 2 years, absolutely, he was my biggest mentor, getting me to go look at other courses, and he brought me to my first Maple Hill Open to watch the pros and all that stuff. But nowadays, I'd say my biggest indirect mentor is probably Simon. He doesn't do a lot of direct coaching, but I'm very good at paying attention to detail and just kind of seeing how he does things, and he's in a good spot where he's at in his career, and I just kind of hope to be at his level at some point.
Avery Jenkins and Dave Feldberg, those guys just kind of teaching me some stuff about how to be out on the road and also how to play my game my way, and watching them play their game their way, and just kind of playing to my strengths.
I have Michael Sullivan. I have three, I guess. Can I say three? Okay, it's fair. I do have three. Michael Sullivan. He and I are very similar in our games. He is a player from back in the day, and so he's kind of also my biggest fan, and just I don't know. So I just want to give him a shout out. And then Ricky Wysocki. We both care a lot about our health and how we eat and how we prepare and work, and so we kind of are always pushing each other and really having good talks about how to be better. And then Austin Hannum, who puts up with my crap and then also is always pushing me and helping me to be better.